Who am I? I am Tears, the holistic artist behind I Am 777. But, let me tell you the story how I got this far. So tune in. And if you're doing magic, you're in the right place. So there was a lot of things I wanted on my list. And since I felt like I couldn't get it, like doing things the noble, honorable way, I was like, you know what? Let me get into some magic because I always had these intuitive inclinations towards it, even as a child. But I kept purposely taking myself away from that path every time that thought came, but that thought kept resurfacing. And I'm getting older now. Now I'm in my 20s and I'm like, dang, I want to do it, but I shouldn't because I was conditioned to believe that to do that is not of, God, of this higher power. And so basically, it's something I kept refraining from doing it. But no matter what, my spirit kept calling me to it. So I was at this point in my life, you're still in my 20s, where I was like, you know what? I don't even care no more. I'm going to just do it. So this is the first thing I want to bring to your attention. You probably have these subconscious pulls to go towards practicing magic, exploring like your connection with magic and power. And there's nothing wrong with that because that means intuitively, even if you want to look back and say in other lifetimes, there is a gift you have, a divine gift, and you are not supposed to suppress it. So that's why I'm telling you this story, because no matter what, I may have went through some things that I'm going to share with you, but I was meant to go through it because it allowed me to not only go through darkness, but come out in light. And most likely, this is the same thing that you're going to go through as well. So yes, you've been getting these inclinations. You're not supposed to refrain from it. You're supposed to go through with it because to deny, like, truly the unfinished business you were sent here to do is dishonorable. It's going to put a halt on your path. And believe it or not, you're meant to do this because it's going to actually open the path of who you truly are. So no matter the social conditioning you came up in, if it was a religion that said, no, you can't do that, you have to take the time to listen to your spirit. Sometimes it's going to feel like you're going against the grain, and that's what you're meant to do. But listen, you definitely got this. So back to my story. Yes, I was going through this period. I wasn't getting what I wanted. I tried so hard. I worked physically hard. I was in my solar energy, still wasn't working. I'm like, dang, how come my promotion's getting turned down? How come everything else is getting turned down? And I know I'm a good person. And my whole life, I just felt like karma was always against me. Like I wasn't getting fulfilled in justice I knew I was right of. So even in this moment, you may feel like things aren't working for you. I know. Things aren't working out for you, not because of something you specifically did at this moment or something as the universe is against you. No, it's a karmic debt that is taking place. So when you have these karmic debts, they could be coming to you in different ways. It could be based off the actions you've done, especially when it comes to your 9-year cycle, right? So depending on what year you're in and the actions and intentions you had towards others in the past, especially if you ain't even hit your 8 of karma hitting yet. But also, it could be also based upon your bloodline. Do you come from a family that, did things not as righteous as they should have, was laundering, was stealing something that helped them create their status and stuff like that? So then you have to realize, like, okay, if I was born into this state of poverty, it's not a disservice to you while you're there, but this is why your spirit reincarnated, so you can bring justice and break these generational traumas and curses. So at the same time, you may feel this rising, right? This start exploring your spirituality in the form of magic, and you have to allow yourself to get into it. But I'm going to break down the two different types of magic to help your karma actually even out and expand. So When I was dabbling in magic, right, I've always had the inclination. So in my 20s, I was like, you know what? I'm going to finally do it all the way. I was always doing the law of attraction since I was like 16 and stuff. So shout out to Deepak Chopra. But even as I was doing that, as I was getting older and my challenges, my strengthening process were expanding and getting heavier, I was like, you know what? I'm going to actually do some magic. I'm going to light candles. I'm going to do everything in the world. And there was nothing wrong with that, but I'm going to tell you where I went wrong on that part of my journey. But I actually went right because now I have this wisdom to give you. So there are two types of magic you can do. All right, you ready for this? Now, it's on the spectrum. There's never no right and wrong, but I'm going to give you the two main categories that they can go into. So you have black magic and you have white magic. Black magic, it sounds scary, it sounds dark, but it may not actually be anything dark that you're doing, right? Black magic is anything that is only serving yourself. So when it comes to serving yourself, we all have this dharma, we all have this purpose of life. And our purpose, every purpose we have that every individual is appointed to is actually meant to service others, right? You have divine gifts. You're a singer. So you are meant in this purpose, right, to express your singing however you want to do your story in a singing form. And it's actually going to be something that shares with the world and they appreciate. So black magic is when you are doing things for your personal gain and they are not servicing no one around you. So in a sense, it becomes selfish. So at this time, right, you're doing magic, you're doing these physical interpretations of what you intuitively want from your subconscious as it's coming to the conscious level. And now you're saying, you know what? I want to be rich. I want all this money because I deserve it. No, the difference between that being black magic, white magic means it will be servicing others. So that's why in proper affirmations, you'll say, you know what? I want to make money because it's going to allow me to fund other people's lives. It's going to allow me to be of service to others, to bring healing to others, build these places for other people, great things of that nature. And that is the difference between magic that you're doing now being black and the difference to it being white. Now, magic. Magic in general, it all derives from source energy. So I always say this. So in case you're wondering like where I stand religiously, I'm going to let you know I am universal. I practice Reiki, other things of, you know, devotion to that source energy. But no matter the religion or the culture, there's this same power. There's a source that created all of us. And so some cultures call it Allah, call it God, Most High. But at the end of the day, it's the same energy. And if we were able to just take away these stigmas of these different groupings and see the coexistence and everything, you'll see how there's no wrong person. So I always welcome anybody from any culture, any background, because I'm acknowledging the same higher power, right? There's a source that created all of us. So to really tap into yourself, you are a specially unique expression of source. That's why I'm saying if you feel this drawing, this calling to start dabbing into your spirituality and expressing your own magic, don't be afraid from it, because if this source created you, this source created the right tools for you to explore what is within you as well. You want to explore that connection with your source energy in a way that's not going to create karmic debt. No, but create karmic longevity. Because it's actually using that power within you to service others, the wisdom, the best that, creates that light around you that say, you know what? The universe got so much respect for you because you're bringing in love and light to everybody else. So here's a quick, something for you to think about. When you really want something in life, if you're just keeping it to yourself, I know different things out there say something. But if you tell someone else that you truly trust about what you want in life, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray you get it. It's their amplification of their added energy towards that goal that you want that actually brings it to existence. Now, that person may not say that they're doing magic, but magic is also from your tongue. Magic is our being because we was created by this source energy, right? You see? So you can either practice magic physically or just be the magic embodiment of your source energy. But either way, when that person is wishing you well, when you are wishing someone else well, when you are giving them these blessings, that is you using magic in the white form. That is you performing white magic. That is you creating this light on someone else that actually adds to your spiritual karma in a good way. Now, because that is you wishing them well, the same thing you got to keep in mind if you're wishing someone else ill. The opposite of that. So if you're getting into a disagreement with somebody, you're like, you know what? I'm not feeling this person. And they're telling you about their promotion. Now, bless their heart for opening it up to you. But if you're in this mood where you really don't want to be happy for them, and now you're saying, oh, I hope they don't get it, from your tongue, you just spoke black magic onto their life. So yes, now they're on their journey, depending on their devotion to their higher self or who else they have rooting for them. What you say may not even bother them, but you have to realize you just sent an attack to their energy field. So now that this is happening, you don't think something may not happen to you right away, but like I said, our life happens in 9-year cycles. So by the time your karma year comes, the universe, the source energy, even your own energy is going to recognize like, okay, I saw what you did when you wished what bad upon someone else. So now you're trying for a promotion of the same way, and now it's not working. But this is all I have for you right now. We'll call this part 1. But comment if there's anything you want to know more about when it comes to using your own source magic. And we're going to dive into it. But listen, this has been brought to you by I Am 777. I definitely got a bunch of things to help you harness that source energy from within you. All right? Because my biggest thing is, now that I'm giving this knowledge, I really just want you to be able to harness your energy in a place where you can have everything you want. Because I'm trying to get that white magic out too. But until next alignment, please like, comment, and subscribe. My last standing story is, don't be afraid to explore yourself. Let's just do it in a mindful way. Until next alignment, I am Tears. I wish you well. Namaste.
This the big one, no need to front one. Once upon a time, this has always been my kingdom. Myself, I bring the phantom. Do I chase it? Just seldom. Looking in the mirror, feel the weight and hear the anthem. Yeah.